Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTA Gaming. Thank you for returning for another episode. Got a few things I want to talk about and chit chat about. Different things I'm keeping my eyes on in the game space. Games that I definitely keep my eyes on, obviously, and just share some thoughts and ideas. So let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so I saw a tweet from the Game Detective that said Rockstar has pinned a new tweet that should be down by March 15th. We can expect the last dose story missions and the final part of the drip feed to drop around that time in Grand Theft Auto Online. So, hey man, for GTA Online, I'm still playing it. I got a few things I want to say about some experiences outside of that, but for the most part, I am definitely waiting to see. I have not finished all the last dose missions. I'm telling you, trying to do the businesses and everything else and keep all that stuff going just to grow money. And I'm sure there's easy ways to do it, but the things that really interest me about the game is kind of where I'm revolving at. And so, I've got to finish those missions, but it looks like, somewhere around the time of March, we should be getting the rest of the last dose missions, which I'm finding is just a reskin of some other missions from the single player campaign. So but it doesn't even matter. And I'll say this: as long as they have playable content, it doesn't matter because when it's time for you to get to doing something different, there's something there that you can do. Like I said, I'm heavily into running the businesses right now and trying to generate income and growing the company. And so I'm heavily into that, and also of course I love cars, so I find myself one when I see a car I think it's pretty interesting. I like to take it and hook it up and drive it around. I'm just into stuff like that. And of course, there's other things I need to be purchasing, like particular vehicles for doing particular things. I know. I have not gotten into any of the heists yet. It'll probably be some time before I get into that. So, but for me, what I look at is, from the point of view of not being able to play Grand Theft Online 24/7. Can't do that. I usually get about 30, 45, maybe an hour's worth of time to casually play the game. It's just when you got responsibilities and you have to work. Not everybody has to work for a company or a job. Some people can actually, again, I've said this before, play games for a living, which is an awesome thing. Congratulations to those of you who can do what you really enjoy doing and make a living doing that. So for people like me, I don't have 30, 45 to an hour. So the game is going to be long winded for me. I'm going to have plenty of time in the game to do, well, not plenty of time in the game. It's plenty of content for a person like me that doesn't have that much time they can spend in the game. So for those people that can run through the game in a day, 2 days, 5 days, a week, that's not fair for the rest of the community out there that can't do that. So they have to casually play the games. All right. So interesting. Yeah, we can expect some the final content sometime in March. All right, Rockstar Games. Line your pockets with triple rewards on all modes in the Red Dead Online feature series and play with a persistent posse this week to receive red woodland gloves. Plus, get bonuses on hardcore, Telegram missions, a free community outfit, and much more. So, it's kind of hard to bounce back and forth between Red Dead and GTA. Again, in the situation of having to work and everything else, you don't get that much time. But for those of you that are heavily into Red Dead, um, well, there's some things to keep your eye on. Some things you can attain by playing in these persistent posses and so these different missions. So that's also really good that Rockstar keeps these events spinning around because it keeps it from being stagnant. And again, if you have the ability to play 24/7, 6, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, I understand the game's going to suck for you. You've done it all. I got that. But for uh, everyday average Joes that are casual gamers, it's still exciting to us because we don't have that much time in the game to get through all this stuff. So we're taking it, a spoonful at a time. Just something to be mindful of. It's not a bad thing, not a good thing. It's just something to be mindful of. for our type of gaming. All right, Forza Horizon. Welcome to the Horizon Wilds. Tune in for all the details on the upcoming series right after our Let's Go live stream this Thursday on Twitch. Now, I do enjoy the Horizon game. I like the street racing, I like the road racing, and I like the rally racing. I do not like the what is it called? The it's an off-road version that travels that you race across like it's not a rally. It's just like a I hate that type of racing. Whatever. And so there's a few types of racing events that I'm heavily into Forza Horizon, so I do keep up with the game and I try to play it from time to time. But again, when you don't have that much time to get to your games, it ends up being something that you have to. Oh, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it. So, but anyways, this Thursday, we'll be looking forward to some information on the new update. Also, the next big thing from the Horizon Festival in Mexico is ready to be revealed. Tune in this Thursday for all the details. So, what is this? A new expansion? I know the talk of the town has been, what's the new expansion going to be? I have to say this. I am not impressed by Forza Horizon 5's expansions. It kind of gets a little too kiddie at times. Like the Legos and the Hot Wheels, like, kind of leave that it with Hot Wheels and leave Legos with Legos because Forza Horizon is more of a social platform. A lot of people, and I say this, they could take some notes from Rockstar. Hey, man, why do you always say these games need to take notes from Rockstar? Because they probably need to take notes from Rockstar. Rockstar opened up a door for social activity. Oh, gosh, y'all ready for this? So, 5M, if you play Grand Theft Auto on PC, and then you eventually find your way to 5M, which is role-playing servers, which are offshoots, or basically offshoots of Grand Theft Auto. And so I went looking around there to figure out what was going on, trying to investigate. And so pretty much it's just, in my opinion, from what I see, it looks like Roblox for adults. If any of you are familiar with Roblox, okay, I've got kids. I'm sure a lot of you got kids. Roblox is where they go play mini games and socialize and hang out and do all that stuff. Well, so 5M essentially produces that same thing. Now, adults, children, whatever the case may be, they all like that social activity online. So as far as Forza Horizon goes, it's like it kind of, in my opinion, it's not so much the DLCs like the Legos and the Hot Wheels. That's not where it's at. Most people are playing your game because, one, they like cars. Two, they like socially hanging out and talking. So you remember when the game first released, everybody was mad because they couldn't roll and troll with their friends, running the streets and hanging out and doing silly things. So for Forza Horizon 5, you should probably be geared, in my opinion, more to the social activity of people, setting up where they can have group activities, areas where they can take over blocks and drift and street race and all these different things. It should be more, I would say, spend more time creating race events, spend more time bringing more common cars that people would enjoy driving. It's just me sharing my thoughts. Don't take it serious. Spend more time making a way for people to hang out. Like, this is going to be crazy, but if there was anything you should do with Horizon, would be to go to a person mode where you can third person walk around and hang out in certain areas. And I know you can't do like GTA, that'd just be too much, but if you had certain areas where you could actually drive to, and then that area allows you to get out of the vehicle, that would be awesome for social activity, because then, one, that gives people a reason to get outfits, because what's the point of having an outfit and you can't walk around and troll in it? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of pointless, right? So that's something that I think Horizon 5 would be more important to work on versus just the same goofy DLCs. Like it's like, come on, Hot Wheels, really? I mean, I know people get paid to make videos on this stuff, but the truth be told, that's not where it's at. That's just not where it's at, you know. But anyways, that's just some thoughts on that. But let's move along. All right, Paragon, the Overprime, Iggy and Scorch, the flame of the battlefield has appeared. Please look forward to the amazing performance of Iggy and Scorch, a mischievous duo who likes to set things on fire. So yes, the Iggy and Scorch release. So there's that new character, which I can't say it's new. If you play Paragon, you already know Iggy and Scorch. But so now Iggy and Scorch is out and playable. So for those of you who are playing Paragon, the Overprime, that are into those mobile tower defense games, I am. That's why I'm sharing this information. That's out. So if you got time, get on there and try that out. Naraka Blade Point. Spring into action in Naraka Blade Point. 50% off on all platforms from February 15th to the 22nd. That's obviously over. Missed that. Experience the thrill of Unchained Combat with the Pole Sword and more in our new season. So that Pole Sword is a new weapon that got released. And they've been doing a pretty good job about releasing weapons, and they even released a new character a little bit back, and bringing out new costumes and stuff. So and they're also, well, we'll get to that. So anyways, they're still doing pretty good. I don't know if anybody's still playing that, back and bouncing back and forth, but you know, it's basically a battle royale. They could do more with the game, but technically it's a battle royale that's melee. And they do have, weapons that are projectiles. All right, so also from Naraka Blade Point, Wash the Shore and Lost in Strange Lands, hunt down pirates and treasures with taquitas. Breaking Waves pack sailing in stores now. So they got something new out, another pack. Some you might want to check out. So, you know, Naraka's still doing pretty good amount of things. So checking out the game from time to time, seeing what's going on, you know, giving it a try out. You know, they've been working on the PvE side of the content. I do think, and I'll say this, I've said it 1,000 times, when you're a PvP developer, you should probably go hire PvE developers to join your team that are PvE developers, because when you yourself try to get into something that you don't commonly do or that you don't master, you don't know what you're doing. You kind of get goofy with it. So the PvE for Naraka Blade Point is a little bland. The idea sounds great, but it's like the presentation is not there. Like, it's a lot of ways that game could go to better it. I'm not having that conversation at this time. We'll get to that when we get to that video where we talk about Naraka Blade Point more. But you know, just moving along. Season 7 Untamed has brought more life to our characters' outfits and weapons. While we take a moment to recoup from our previous battle, tell us, Forerunner, what has been your favorite addition to Naraka Blade Point. And again, the costumes be great. Like you know, your character's appearance and everything else. The weapons have been great, and the game is fun overall. I just think that there are ways that they can improve. Maybe they need to do more forums where they ask their players about different things, and then you know, bring in new developers that do stuff that they don't do. Again, if you're a PvP game, you should go find PvE developers from other games that have done well, that are great games, and bring them in and have them work on a PvE part to your game, extension to your game. All right, Smite, the Manticore King update is now live. Join us in game to play as Metacoris, 5 new legends from the Wizards Magic universe, and explore the latest additions to Smite. Smite is always on top of it, bringing new things into their game. I'm glad they did that map change for Conquest mode. I'm a Conquest player on Smite. Very enjoyable game, mobile tower defense. Again, if you have never tried these games, you should probably try them. It's going to be a little confusing at first. But you know, either watch a few videos on it. I would advise watching a few videos on it, Conquest Smite gameplay, and then get in there and start, you know, custom tuning your build, because it's all about build. and you're going to have people trolling you saying your build sucks and everything else, but it's all about you creating a character build that you want to play and then playing the match. So anyways, interesting game. They do have an update. Check it out if you are playing and you didn't know that the update was out. Go ahead and check it out. And if you have never tried it, just look up a few videos, Smite Conquest gameplay. Try it out. I promise it's pretty cool. You'll enjoy it if you're into doing PvP type of events. All right, we have what do we have here? Elder Scrolls. All right, so I just had a conversation about Elder Scrolls, and my concern with Elder Scrolls was that they were doing the same thing over and over again. They need to, in my opinion, work on their economy more as far as giving the players options with the economy. They have plenty of AI. They have plenty of stuff to do in the game. It's tons. But again, playing Rockstar games, I understand where a lot of these MMORPGs could take it and advance. Again, some of the things that could be implemented would be like the bar, right? There's always a bar in town. You should be able to, I don't know, buy a bar and run it, right? And then have to, go pick up beers to bring, or not beers, bring alcohol, right, back that you sell at the pub, and then have to do food runs. So then you and your friends could go work together to bring back stuff, and then the AI would attack you in the process of doing that. So that would cause more fun gameplay for you to be able to keep that business up and running. You could have, they're called taverns. I said bars, forgive me. But so you could have stuff like that, and you can have small, like the small stores all over the maps. When you go into the cities, you could have supply runs for the small stores, supplying them with what they need. And then those could be missions inside the game that you have to do to keep your business up and running. So it's so many things. Again, like there could be a taxi cab service, which is where you just drive people from one town to the next. And that could be, these are basically mini games versus the AI that you and your friends could do to keep a business running to make money. Just like crafting things, right? So you could run a craft business where you have to go buy supplies or farm supplies yourself, in which you keeping your supplies, the AI can come buy stuff off you, and that's how your business is run. So it's so many ways they could go with that, and I think they just haven't done it. So that's something definitely Elder Scrolls should look more into. Look, I think we got to the end of this. That's all I've got. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Catch us in the next one.